Da-da-da. Hi, everybody. We are live. I feel like I haven't done one of these in so long, so it's so nice to be here and to see everyone. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Happy to be here. Happy to see
Well,
you.
happy to have you here. Well, and everybody, you get a special treat because it's not just me chatting with you all today. I also reeled Rebecca in, who's our director of membership experience.
Yes.
And she's going to be able to tell us all about some of the amazing things we have going on in the Wanderful community. So it's also so great to see some familiar faces. Hi, Joanna. Hi, checking in from Tunisia. Anne is in Chicago. Hi, Anne. We have Deb in Vancouver. Ka is checking in from Paris. All around the world today. Look at us. Aiden's in LA. Patricia, hi, Patricia in Chicago. Susie's in Savannah. Of course, Teresa, you are just number one member of the year, always here at our events. Teresa is our St. Louis chapter director. It's great to have you. You all clearly know how to use the chat, and that's great. That's how we're going to be interacting with each other today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we have going on in our community, whether you're an existing member, really excited about our new membership type that we're launching today, or whether you're somebody new who hasn't been part of Wanderful before and is looking for more information. We're going to get all of that to you today and some extra fun goodies too. So welcome everyone. Use this chat to ask any questions that you have, but also to get to know each other. I think it's always nice to kind of be like, oh, somebody else from wherever we are in the world that I can connect with. So use this time to check in with each other. Rebecca, tell everybody where you are today.
I'm checking in from Fort Worth, Texas. Weather
Looks
is
a little
great.
gloomy. Oh, the weather's great.
Yeah, it's a little gloomy. I was trying to, be positive about it.
You're like, it's great.
Great.
The rain is taking care of our plants today.
Yes.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I think one of my dogs is trying to hide underneath some equipment.
Oh, no.
Stuff over. This is what happens when you have dogs in the background. Usually they're quiet, and then every once in a while they knock over large pieces of furniture. So sorry for the background noise. I am checking in from Boston. We are also having a gloomy day, actually. So maybe it's just rain all around the US today, but wherever we are, I like that attitude, Rebecca. Whatever the weather is, it's good, right?
It's good.
Good. Well, welcome everyone. Today we are talking all about Wanderful membership. Now we have a really nice mix of people today. I know some are experienced Wanderful members, which means I want to hear all about you and your journeys and your experiences and how it's been so far. And then we also have people who are brand new to Wanderful. So go ahead right now. I want to know, drop in the chat. Are you a Wanderful member already? If so, what type are you? Are you a traveler member? Are you a creator member? We're going to talk through all of it. And I want to hear where everyone is coming in from. And Charnel says it's gloomy in New York. Marcy says it's sunny in Los Angeles. So Marcy, bring some of that weather over to me, please. Rebecca likes the rain, so don't send any over, but I'll take it in Boston. I would love some sunny weather over here. So if you're a member, drop it in the chat. If you're not a member and you're curious about what's to come, I'd love to know what you're looking forward to learning about, what you want to hear about in this call. And I love that Kendra says dogs and small kids are often uncontrollable. I have two of each and can attest to that. The uncontrollable life is for sure. Barbie's here, our Wanderful chapter director in Orlando. Of course, you're getting sunny weather in Florida. Thanks, Barbie, for being here. Kendra is not a member yet, but loves travel. That is what we're all about. You're going to find your community right here. Teresa, creator member, our St. Louis chapter director. Love Wanderful. You will too. I love that you just dropped it all in there. You're the best. Keep on dropping into the comments. And what I want to do is, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Wanderful, I want to take you through that journey a little bit. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it is, what you get out of it. And then we're also going to talk about our new membership, which teaser is for small businesses and small business owners. So I have a few slides that I want to take you through. Of course, the first is that you get a nice little perfectly photographed headshot of me and Rebecca when we're not sitting in our gloomy offices. So good. Welcome. We're so glad to have you all. And this is something that I love to start out a lot of our online events with. This is a manifesto that we created. It's been a few years ago, actually, at this point. We had members from all around the world. I'll tell you a story. Literally driving in my car. No, I was not driving. That would be dangerous. My husband was driving. I was sitting passenger seat in the car, had a moment of clarity and was like, I must write this down, and just started writing. And what came out of it was this manifesto. And it's what we believe to be true in our wonderful community, what we stand for. And we ended up recording a video of members all around the world saying that, kind of speaking the manifesto, when we put it to music, and it came out really, really pretty. And so I want to take a minute to share that with you now so that you can watch it for yourself. Ready, Rebecca?
Yep.
I am a trailblazer,
an adventurer,
An explorer.
A traveler.
I want to see the world, whether I'm loaded with suitcases or carry only what's on my back.
I travel because it teaches me as much about the world
as it does about myself.
I am curious,
Resilient.
powerful,
compassionate,
I want to live a life in which my friendships span continents.
Where I can cherish our differences
and embrace our similarities.
not because I have read about them,
But because I have lived them.
I am a daughter,
a neighbor,
a mother,
a sister.
I travel with my friends, with my partner,
my kids. And sometimes I travel on my own.
My life is too short to be stagnant. I ignore the people who doubt me.
I pave my own path.
I dream big. I conquer mountains.
And sometimes I am shaken to the core.
I believe in a global sisterhood of women
Who help me see myself for who I am.
And challenge me to be who I want to be.
I am wonderful.
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 I just love that video. Doesn't it just give you goosebumps every time, Rebecca?
Every time. I love it.
I know. You know that you're like a wonderful fanatic when every time you watch that video, you're like, ah!
The biggest smile, like seeing everyone so happy. Like, I love it.
Well, that's just a little taste of the world that we're all about, and when I want to tell you about the journey of starting Wanderful and kind of, but I want to see our faces too at the same time. Can it be possible? Yes. And how it all started, I started Wanderful as a blog. Honestly, it was 2009. I was living overseas in a country called Sao Tome and Principe. And I realized at that time what it meant to be a woman traveling on her own. And I think, if you look online right now, even today, and you look up women in travel, there's a couple things that you're going to get. First of all, you're going to get a lot of just tips, like top destinations to visit as a solo female traveler or how to stay safe. And I think those narratives oftentimes play into safety. We talk a lot about, how to travel super duper safe or how to not travel at all because it's dangerous to travel as a solo woman. And I had already made that choice to get out there. I was out there living in a world where I realized that women are treated differently in different places around the world. And I wanted more than just tips and advice or somebody to tell me not to go. I wanted a sisterhood of other women that could push me forward and encourage me and be there for me and help me, and people that I could come home to, whether they live nearby or not, who I felt like I could connect with on that different level. Because I really did feel like that first solo trip changed me. It changed how I look at the world. It changed how I look at myself. And I didn't feel like I could connect in the same way with people who hadn't had that experience before. And so it was something that had grown inside of me, first in just online content, and then realizing that there's so much power when we can really just connect women all around the world together. We can give each other support. We can give each other advice. We can talk about something that we love, travel. We can talk about the things that are bothering us. And we can do it in a safe, in a supportive, in a nurturing space. So Wanderful evolved from just online content to a whole member portal. We're going to talk about that today. Virtual events that we do so we can gather cross-culturally wherever we are in the world. But then we also have local connections. We have over 50 local chapters now that get together every month for lunch or happy hour. And now that there's so many, we also have a lot of people that will go to other chapters when they travel somewhere and connect with that local chapter. Did you just, Rebecca, you didn't just do that, did you? I feel like somebody on our team just did that.
Someone was in Dallas, so I met up with
them. Nice. You got to host.
Yes, I got to host.
It's always fun because I think, especially when you're going to a new place, the marginal benefit of knowing like one person there who can help you, it just means the world. And so whether you're able to tap into a local chapter and go to one of their events, or we also have a whole global hosting network of people who've kind of raised their hands and said, hey, if you come to my town, I'll host you. And so then you can, reach out to one person and go to the museum together, go have lunch together, just get tips on how to use the bus system or that kind of thing. So it's really nice to have basically this whole international network of people at your fingertips wherever you go that you can tap into. And then the other thing we do, of course, because we're travel lovers, is we travel together. So we have a few trips that we organize every year. One of the things that we do that I love, and we'll talk about in a minute, is our global meetups, which is a whole different spin on travel that we just started doing. And Rebecca will be able to share about too, because she just went on the first one and we're very jealous of her. So, but before that, I want to share some of the events that we do as well. So in addition to getting people together in our local chapters, we also have global events that happen internationally. So in 2021, last year, we hosted Wanderfest, which was an outdoor festival to celebrate and support and inspire women who love to travel. WITS is an event that we run every year for content creators and influencers. It's happening in Puerto Rico in May. And then attached to WITS, we also run an award show called the Bessies that honors women of impact in the travel industry who are doing great things to move travel forward. Because one of the things that we believe in at Wanderful, while we're really at the heart a community of travelers, we're also a very engaged and conscious group of travelers. We talk a lot more than just about, packing tips and how where you should go and how to get out there. Those things are important for sure, but we also talk about the travel industry. We talk about how we can get more women to rise in that space. We talk about marketing and how to make sure that women are accurately represented in travel. We support content creators and influencers to build their businesses in the travel space. And so we really push this ecosystem forward to be better for all of us. Membership, when you become part of Wanderful, you get access to all of that. You get a live network of women who can help guide you before, during, and after your travels. You have an online, virtual, still live network of women that you can meet up with for events, activities, coffee chats, that kind of thing. And you have all of the resources, all of the webinars, and access to a lot of the events that we put on as well that really work to push travel forward. And of course I have to share photos because this is where you get to shine, Rebecca. This is where was everybody in this picture?
We are at our hostel Selena in Mexico City. And this was the first night or get together with drinks and food. And there happened to be karaoke that night. So it was a lot of fun the first day. We started off on a really great foot.
So no, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Please.
There was this first global meetup in Mexico City was fabulous. We all finally got to meet up in person after knowing each other virtually. This was the first time I got to meet a lot of members in person. And while we were having fun conversations, drinking, having tequila shots, we also had really great heartfelt conversations about who has access to passports and who doesn't, what countries can travel, who can't. And it was just a really great experience to see the both sides of Wanderful, the women who want to help others and help the world travel and bring travel to everyone. And then just the fun get together of women who love traveling and just having fun while being in another country.
And I think this global meetup, like this photo is particularly special, I think, for a couple of reasons. And one of those reasons is that so we created this. I'm sure this concept exists somewhere, so I don't want to say that we like created it, but we created it in our own minds, this concept of a global meetup, which was basically rather than planning a whole trip that's like soup to nuts, you know, you wake up in the morning and you have a tour guide taking you through everything, and then you go to sleep and all your meals are covered. We wanted to create a way for our wonderful women to travel while also having the freedom to still travel solo. So we put together something called a global meetup. It was hosted by our Mexico City chapter. So in the middle, I don't think you can see my mouse pointing, but in the middle with her arm, her left arm is out, is Pam, our Mexico City chapter director. And she basically hosted a group of wonderful women travelers in her city. Over 4 days, they did one activity per day together. And then they were able to go and explore on their own, however they liked. And I imagine, Rebecca, and what I've heard is that people were able to kind of make friends, pair off. You know, if somebody wanted to go to a museum, you kind of had a travel buddy to go with, but you also didn't feel like you were in a group being like schlepped around everywhere. Is that right?
That's right. This was a really great experience if you weren't comfortable traveling solo just yet. And you got to meet up with a bunch of women who are also going to be there. And in the beginning of the day, we would say, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here. And we all just paired off and like, oh, I want to go there too. So it was really fun.
So we're doing these every year now. And our next one is going to be in Edinburgh, Scotland in September of 2023. And the other thing that I love about this is since they're not fully curated trips, they're really, really affordable. So the Mexico City trip was, depending on the type of room that you reserved, it was anywhere between, I think, $300 and $600, like 100, not 1,000, right? So, and Mexico and Edinburgh is similar. So really trying to make this, you know, cost effective for people and affordable for anyone who wants to join. And then you also have this whole community of women that are coming along with you. We also are going on a trip to Antarctica in January. So, which is a whole other thing. That's like everybody's on a boat, you know, that's the way you get to Antarctica these days. So we do have curated trips that are kind of fully organized. And then we also have things like these global meetups. And it's just a really fun way to connect in person, doing things that we love to do together and being able to be there for each other. So it's been a lot of fun. This is a shot from one of our virtual events. So again, every month, but usually it really works out to almost every week, we're gathering women together for either a webinar where we're learning about something and building skills, or just a coffee chat where we're talking about what's our upcoming travel plans, where are we going, you know, how do we save up and budget, and kind of helping each other. So those are happening all the time in our member community. And then depending on your membership type, you might have access to even more types of virtual events as well. But we like to take screenshots of people because it's always fun to do something, make those virtual events a little bit more engaging and fun. So, and then this is a shot of our DC chapter. So I mentioned we have many local chapters that get together regularly. This was at Hotel Xena, which is like a feminist forward hotel in DC. And they had a Galentine's Day event. I think this was last year. So Galentine's Day, if you don't know, is like a fictitious day to celebrate your gal pals. It's the day before Valentine's Day. So it's February 13th. And our DC chapter used that opportunity to get together and go to a feminist hotel and have some drinks and talk travel and connect with each other. So you'll see a lot of that. And I did see a question in the comments about Chicago. Kendra, we have a huge Chicago chapter. We actually launched our very first chapter was in Chicago. So you'll definitely want to check it out. Sophia is our chapter director. She's amazing. And you'll see us there. And the other place that you'll see us all this year is if you have been to the Travel and Adventure Show. That is a big show that we do It has a circuit that they go to like 8 different cities every year in the beginning of the year. And it's like they have, like all travel companies with tables, and then they have workshops and speakers, and they have like a cultural stage with music and dance. And Wanderful's always there. And this year we're actually doing all of the cities. So if you're in Chicago, DC, New York, Dallas, where else are we going? Sharon, Dallas. I don't know, like 3 places. LA. Go to travelshows.com and you'll see. And we've negotiated that everyone who's a Wanderful member gets a free ticket. So we're always trying to get little perks and benefits for you as a member too, in order to come and feed that travel bug. And this is actually at the show. This is our LA Travel and Adventure Show. This was the fated year of 2020. This was February of 2020. And so we were all very excited talking about all of our big 2020 travel plans. Of course, none of those happened. But we did have fun getting together anyway. So just a couple of our photos of what we've been up to. And then this is my dog running around the room again. I have a German Shepherd and a Black Lab, and they're both 90 pounds. So when they move, it's a fast move. It's a very heavy move. This is a shot of our member hub. So this is what you get inside our Wanderful member community when you come and join. I mentioned that there's a whole virtual portal. Becky, Denver. Yes, Denver is one too. We have a whole virtual portal where you can check in with other Wanderful members. It's where you find all of our virtual events, where you find all of our deals and discounts and our activities. So it looks just like this. You get 24-hour access, and there's an app too. So you can always check in on the go. And it's geolocated, which is one of my favorite parts. So whenever you travel, you can change your location and find other members based on where you are. And it's a great way to connect with other people and to, again, like have a travel buddy, have somebody to go out for coffee with, and to just kind of like have a whole network of people at your fingertips. And Rebecca's in there all the time because as our director of membership, you see her face a lot. So all of you who are members, I'm sure you're very familiar with Rebecca's photo. And now you get to see her in real life, or at least like moving virtually. All right. Hold on. I'm pressing buttons again. Okay. So, I want to close out kind of explaining what Wanderful membership is about, while explaining what I think are some of the most important values for us. And, sometimes people ask me, like they'll say, oh, is this a group of women who just kind of travel from place to place together? And it is and it isn't. We are a community of women who love to travel. We love to learn through travel. We love to explore what travel means. We have really thoughtful conversations about, like Rebecca was saying, who travel should be for, who travel is not marketed to right now, how the industry should change, how it should be better. But I think there's also a really important element of self-care in what we do at Wanderful. And I think oftentimes travel, especially if you're coming in from the side of not working in the industry, not being a content creator, an influencer, really just doing this because it's something that you love and that, feeds you and kind of feeds your soul. I don't think we make enough time or space these days for things like that. Things that we love just because we love them, and things that we do just because they make us happy. And I think there's a lot of pressure nowadays to focus on only the things that are, getting you to that next step in your goals, in your career, in your family, or whatever it is. But the thing I love about Wanderful is that really at the heart of it all, it's just a group of women who believe in lifting each other up and supporting each other. And travel is the context through which we kind of like manifest that. But really, it's just about creating positive, supportive connections that we don't get to make very often in our adult lives. And now you get to do that in an international scope where you're meeting people from all around the world. You're connecting with them in ways that you never would have been able to before. And you're doing it through something that you genuinely love. And every time that you pay for your membership, you're paying for that gift for yourself, right? You're giving yourself that gift of honoring something that is important to you and recognizing that it's okay for that to be important and for that to be a part of your life. And I think it's worth saying that out loud. Right, Rebecca? Rebecca's like, yeah. You're like in the background going like, yep. So let's talk about what they get, right? Right. Rebecca, there's 3 membership types. We used to say 2, which is kind of exciting today. Today is the first day we get to say there's 3 membership types. So a lot of you are familiar with the traveler and the creator membership. We're going to walk through all of it though. Today is the first day that we're actually launching a small business membership, which is so close to my heart and I'm so excited about. But let me take you through each one so you can kind of understand how they're all different, what you get out of each one, and and what comes next with them. So traveler membership is our kind of baseline membership. It's for anyone who's a travel lover who wants just community support, a feeling of sisterhood all around the world, who wants to be able to go on some of these trips, meet up with people, talk travel, and connect, whether you work in the industry or not. When you become a traveler member, here's what you get. You get access to our platform on your computer, on your phone. You get access to all of our monthly webinars. We have members only coffee chats that Rebecca, you're facilitating like a lot of those in 2023.
You'll see me there.
What's the first one in January for travelers?
The first one is travel planning. So talking to us about where you're going, what you're doing, if you have questions, what do you want to do, getting any ideas and all that.
I love it. And then you'll also get, as a traveler member, you get access to all of our in-person chapter events. And some of those events are members only. Some of them, they're public-facing events, but then members get something special like a free drink or appetizers or something. So you always get something special for being a member. You get into our global hosting network, which is where we can all meet and stay and connect with each other. Kendra, I see your note about having to leave soon. Don't worry, all of this is fully recorded. Where you are watching this on YouTube, you can always come back to that same link and you can watch the full recording. So if anyone needs to go, you can pick up where you left off there. But we should be able to get you to door number 3 soon. You get your content library as a traveler member. You get discounts. You have a dream job board that we publish every week with job opportunities. Fun fact, the first job we ever posted, somebody from Wanderful got it actually. And they got like a new full-time job and it was amazing. And so we're just like, it works, everybody. It really works. So our dream job board as well, if you want to make a career shift. Here's our creator membership. So for someone who is a content creator, an influencer, a blogger, this is, has been a really special membership for us because this is where we came from, right? We came from being a blog and building a business out of that. And so for other people who are content creators or other media, if you're a freelance writer, if you're a journalist, if you're a photographer, even, I think this could be relevant to you. If you're looking for a supportive growth space, you're looking for learning. We have webinars that are customized for content creators. If you want partnership opportunities, we're always negotiating paid and unpaid opportunities with brands for creators in our network to go on press trips. We had a really great group of content creators go to Atlanta a few months ago. We also did a press trip to DC and another one to Peru. So we're really trying to get opportunities for you. And then also if you're looking for exposure, because we'll give you the chance to showcase the articles that you've written, the content that you've created with our community through that membership as well. So creator members, that's kind of what you get. You'll see a little bit of a look here. And the other thing that you get too is you get the traveler membership. So now you're able to come to all of the traveler stuff. You can come to our coffee chats. You can come to our chapters, but then you also have a whole other set of webinars, a library of content, access to paid gigs, a whole audience that can promote you. And we have an affiliate program that we'll sign you up for. So if you want your followers to come and join Wanderful and come be traveler members, there's a really good passive income system that we have in our program. So you can sign up and just kind of like make that money by sharing Wanderful with your friends and your family and people that deserve it. Okay, and everybody wants to know door number 3. So here's door number 3, everyone. Our newest membership, our small business membership, which, I have to say is something I have been waiting for so long, because we've had people that own small businesses who have come in as creator members and they're like, this is great, but I want help with my finances, or I want to partner with content creators and not actually be a content creator. I want somebody to come and review my stuff, or I want to, just meet other people who are building businesses, who are trying to turn this into a full-time gig, who are, hustling part-time on it. And so we wanted to create this third and kind of final part of our membership ecosystem, which is for travel entrepreneurs, whether you are building a startup, whether you're a solopreneur, whether you have a small team. This is for small businesses that are looking for accountability, who are looking for masterminds, support on their business, partnership opportunities. So we'll give you chances to partner with the content creators in the Wanderful community to support your business. We'll give you exposure to our traveler members that you can connect with them as well. And, if you want to offer discounts, you want to promote your services to them, you'll be able to do that. And then I'll give you a look at kind of how this all breaks down, because the thing that's neat about the small business membership is you get like access upon access. So you get the traveler membership, and you get the creator membership, and you get your own small business portal. So you can see and access what all of the content creators are doing. You can see and access what all the travel members are doing, but then you also have your own unique space where you can interact with other small business owners and share tips and advice with each other. This is the only place I do it, so you get the special treatment. I'll do a small group mastermind every month with our small business members. So each month we'll talk through a topic: identifying your customer, pricing your products and services correctly, the business model canvas, which is how a lot of new businesses are creating business plans rather than writing a 72-page business plan, actually putting out a canvas, budgeting, marketing, and then we'll also bring in experts periodically, legal, PR, social media experts who can really sit down and give you like a crash course on here's how you can, utilize something to make your business a little bit better. The other thing that we do, which is really, really huge because it already is worth like $700, $1,000 these days, is we give you a free ticket to WITS. So we want you to come to our creator event, meet content creators, network with them, build your business, and be part of that at WITS on site. So you get a free ticket to that. You also get free access to our job board. So remember how we talked about the dream job board where, you can get a job in the travel industry. Well, if you're building and hiring, if you're hiring a freelancer, if you're hiring somebody full-time, we'll actually give you full access to our job board for free. You can post as many jobs as you want. We blast them out over an email and in your Wanderful Week, our weekly kind of member newsletter. We'll blast that out so they'll see. So you'll have just automatic access to thousands of people in our community to share any jobs. And then we'll get you some special deals too. If you're a community yourself, or if you have customers and you want to offer special deals on Wanderful membership to them, we'll get you like a special code that you're able to use with them as well. Joanna has a great question on time zones. What time zones will all the masterminds and office hours align with? So we've been doing some research on what time zones are most popular in our community. And when I say time zone, what I mean is actually the start time of the day for an event. Most of our masterminds and our office hours and our virtual events happen between, and Rebecca, tell me if you think I'm wrong here, 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
So that usually I would say most of them happen around this time. So it's noon, 12:30 Eastern time right now. Some of them go a little bit into the afternoon, but we try to hit time zones that are good for the West Coast of the US all the way through Europe and Africa. And it can be a little bit tricky if you are in the Pacific. But especially with the small business membership, for anyone who is in any of those time zones, because this is a more intimate style membership, and because there's a lot more small groups, that is where there is more conversation about what time works for you. Is this, should we set up another time for people who are based in the Pacific? So we're always looking at where our members are coming from, what's working for them. And if we're finding that there are members that want to be attending something that can't, we'll make like a second session for that time zone as well. But right now, most of our events you'll find between 11 a.m. and I think I said 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time. Kate said the slide is very blurry to the point I can't read the text. If that is the case, Kate, then shoot us an email. I don't know if anyone else is having that experience. Shoot us an email. We can send you the slides so that you can see them in full. I was going to say, look at the recording, maybe if you are able to get in front of a monitor and if it's less blurry then. But we can also follow up with anyone who RSVP'd. We'll send you a copy of the slides to your inbox. And anyone who came in from the membership site, we'll make sure to share it there too. So hopefully you'll be able to get the slides in their full form as well. Great questions. So here's how the pricing works for this. Our traveler membership starts at $29 a month. This is all US pricing. Our creator membership is $44. Our small business membership is typically $199 a month. That's because we're having a significant amount of benefit that's coming to your business from personal, small business support, masterminds, coaching. We're actually paying our coaches. So we'll take a lawyer and we'll say, we'll buy an hour of your time, which can be as much as $500 to $700 an hour. And we're going to have you come in. So it's a huge cost savings for you, but also I want to give you something a little bit special because I know a lot of you have been looking forward to this and I'm so excited to be launching it. So I talked with Rebecca and I was like, let's just cut this all in half. Which everyone, of course, is like, Beth is totally nuts. So through Saturday, for anyone who's a new member, who's coming in new, and what I mean by that is if you are, everybody's a new small business member. So I'm not talking about upgrade. I'm just talking about like if you were like already a traveler member and wanted to renew your traveler membership, this wouldn't apply. But if you're engaging in a new membership type, then we'll give you 50% off the whole shebang. And that's recurring for life. It'll never increase on you. It'll always stay the same. So traveler membership will be $14.50 a month, creators $22 a month, small business will be $99 a month, which is, I'm telling you, a steal, like a complete steal on this. The way you do it, I know some of our current members are going to ask. So the best way that you want to do this is actually, it's going to sound totally nuts, but bear with me, is to cancel your current membership and then re-sign up. I'm going to show you how to do that because then you'll be able to take on the full new benefits and all of your information will be preserved in the member hub. So you won't lose anything when you cancel it, but then it'll allow you to add into the new. So we'll send instructions on how to do that as well if you're looking to do an upgrade. But this is the prices as they stand. And in order to unlock those, you'll have to use a code. So you'll go to sheswanderful.com/join. And then you'll use the code SMB special. That's small business, but it's going to work for everybody. SMB special. You'll get 50% off your membership for life. You'll be able to apply it right away. And I was going to say something else that's really important, and then I forgot what it was.
It's until Saturday.
Oh, and it's until Saturday. Thank you, Rebecca. Operating inside my brain. And it's until Saturday. So you can sign up now. You can sign up tomorrow, which is Thursday. I don't even know what date it is anymore. You can sign up Friday. You can sign up Saturday. And after that, we're taking it off. So we want you to come. And we have events that are already starting. We're doing a welcome event for our small business members in a week, 10 days, sometime. Rebecca will find it. One of us will find it. She's like, no, I won't. I think it's happening in it's December 19th, Monday, December 19th. So you'll come in and then we'll be able to all get to meet each other, share our stories, and talk about it. So I hope that this is exciting for you. I hope that it gives you all sorts of ideas. My hope is that we can really help build up some of these small businesses and help them to grow, help you find your revenue, help you find the profitability that you deserve from this. And also to kind of talk about what it means to be a business owner in company with other business owners who a lot of us are virtual. A lot of us are focused on digital or digital adjacent businesses. If you are a brick and mortar business, that's totally fine. We can definitely help you. If you are a travel advisor, if you are a startup, somebody who started a tech startup, if you are a tour operator, I think all of those types of businesses are going to get a lot of value out of this. We have a couple of questions coming in, so I want to make sure that we can answer some of those as well. Kate says, in regards to how membership works, is there ever a way to pause your membership if you need to, especially small business owners, and not lose that forever pricing? Kate, I hope you know this, and I hope everyone else knows. We love our members and we want to take care of you. If you ever have a situation where you're in a financially, a place where you need to take a pause, you can always reach out to me. You can always reach out to a member of the Wanderful team, and we want to help you out. And I'll tell you this because this has happened to me before. I have signed up. There was one time I signed up for a co-working space, and it was a co-working space that some of you might have heard of before. I won't name what it is, but it was all about supporting women. And I signed up for a 1-year membership, and it was billed monthly. And I got to a point where I couldn't make it work with my business, and I was really financially struggling. And I asked them if I could stop my membership, and they said, no, you're locked in. You have to continue paying. And that hurt me so much fundamentally as a business owner because I couldn't afford to pay it. What was going to happen? My card was just going to get declined. Like, obviously I wanted my business to succeed, and I was not in a good place at the time. And so I don't ever want somebody to get into that position where they feel like they just can't afford something and they're still being forced to pay it. That's not how I want to run my business. That's not how I want anyone to ever run their business. So we will always work with you. Just let us know. And I'm not saying, across the board, like, feel free to just pause and unpause at will. But if you're ever in a place of real financial burden, we can always talk about it. Oh, and thanks, Joanna. That care and compassion is what makes Wanderful special. Aw, really appreciate that. And then there's a question about bulk idea of how many traveler members, creator members, and small business members we have at the moment. Off the top of my head, I believe we have 500 to 500 creator members at this point. Rebecca, would you say that? And then probably about 2,500 traveler members. We have 3,000 members in our community.
Yes.
And because we have just launched small business membership today, I haven't looked. It's probably still 0, maybe 1. But it's coming. So yes, and you'll see that's where the majority of our community is traveler members. We have a very loud community of creator members that get tons of benefits, but they do make up like the, percentage minority. And then I imagine small business will be like an even more niche portion of that. So as we grow, you'll see more traveler members coming in faster, and then creators being a portion of that, small business being a portion of that. Hi, Diane. This small business membership includes tickets to WITS, right? What if we already purchased our ticket? We can talk about it. We can either refund your ticket or we can give you a second one. So whichever one you want to do. But yes, the small business membership does include a ticket to WITS. It's an industry ticket to WITS, which means that you'll be able to network during the networking hour, you'll be able to network with content creators. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what you get with the industry ticket. Great question. What about upgrading from creator to small business in the future? I'm a current content creator, but will be hiring a creative assistant in early 2023. That's a great question. So inside the member hub, you can always upgrade to the next level. You won't be able to get the discount that we have going on until Saturday, but you will be able to upgrade at the price difference. So whatever you're paying on your creator membership now, we'll just take the difference between that and the small business membership. And that's what will be your upgrade in order to go to small business. And then you'll have access to all 3. Teresa, we're going to talk with you. Don't you worry. Teresa's like, I want to upgrade my membership. She's like first in line. Let's do it. Let's get you going. So, and then, Letitia has a great question as well. If I'm in the planning stages of a small business, do you think the small business membership will be of value? I think it's going to depend on how far along you are. If you're in the phase of thinking about a business and, you're still trying to identify what you even want to do, it might be a little bit ahead for you because we're going to be talking about things like figuring out your budget for the year and figuring out what your marketing plan is. And you might be like, I'm not quite there yet. But if you are in the phase of in the next 6 months or so, you're going to be launching this and really doing it, I actually think this would be great. It would give you that community and support to kind of answer some of those questions that you have as you're preparing for launch. And you'll also, because we're going into a new calendar year, which for a lot of people is also a new fiscal year, we're going to be doing a lot of like 2023 calendar year planning, which could coincide with your own business launch planning. So rather than just like 2023 marketing plans, you're thinking like marketing plans for the business period, because the business is starting in 2023. So I actually think it would be a great time. But the other thing actually that's worth mentioning to all of you now is that everybody on every membership type, when you sign up on the sheswanderful.com/join page, if you sign up there, so if you do go through the process of, if you're a current member, canceling your membership and then rejoining, you'll get a 14-day free trial. And I do think that this is really helpful and special, because then you'll be able to go in, take a look around. If it doesn't work for you, your card doesn't get charged until after 14 days. I think it's on day 15, maybe, that it gets charged. So you'll have 14 days to try it out. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. But then you can go in and see, because I think sometimes you just want to go and take a look and see what it is. So yes. Okay. Everything else, I see some great questions coming in. I think we've gotten all the answers to. Rebecca, I feel like I've been talking. Anything else that you wanted to add to this, or thoughts or things that you've seen that you wanted to comment on?
I even want to join this small business membership. Let me go start a business real quick.
And get going. Yeah, totally. Well, and that, hey, look, we'll incubate it. Kate brought up a great point too. The WITS ticket is $8.99. Thank you, Kate, for doing the research. So if you are planning to attend WITS with an industry ticket anyway, this is almost completely, I mean, it's not almost completely, but it's a huge cost savings to come and be a small business member. You get the membership and you get the free WITS ticket. It includes all sessions and keynotes, access to the media marketplace. You get to put something in attendee gift bags. This is huge. This is bigger than you realize. There's 500 to 800 content creators with established followings that are coming to WITS. You'll be able to put something in the gift bag about your business. It could be a sample. It could be a discount code. It could be a postcard. You also get access to all the parties and happy hours. So that's huge. That's like a really, really huge, not thing that we should not forget. Tours and events, Sunday brunch, a ticket to the Bessie Awards. Kate, you're the best. Thanks for putting that in the chat. See, this is what we're all about. Women helping women, everybody. So come on in, take a look. If you have questions that were not answered on this, or you are thinking about it later, send us a message. We can always answer that for you. You can email us at, I'll drop it in the chat, team@sheswanderful.com. And we can always check that out. But I would also say the free trial is a great way to just go in and see for yourself, see what the experience like, see what's coming up. We have a lot of our upcoming events already in there so that you can get a taste of it. And I hope that you find everything that you're looking for and more. It's a really amazing community. It is my life and my heart. I know Rebecca feels the same way. I'm just going to speak for you, Rebecca, because you're in there all the time. So that must mean you love it to some degree.
I do love it. I do. If you get in there on the free trial, come say hi. I'm there. I'm always posting. Send me a message.
Send us a message. We're here for you. We can't wait to meet you, to connect with you. Stay tuned for your inbox. You'll get an email with all the details on how to sign up. And we can't wait to see you in there, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.